to a smeller.
Mark Nash,
Michael Gross.
Michael Gross, the boss.
My nigga.
Yo, what up, world? Welcome back to another edition of Mike on Sports. I'm your host. I go by the name of Mike Gross, man. Big ups to that 501. Little Rock, I'm back, you back, and we in the building. Yes, sir. And let's talk a little bit about Jarrett Hurd. Now, if you guys watched the Showtime card this past weekend, you watched a great, good scrap in the co-main event, which Jarrett Hurd lost to Armando Resendez. Now, it was a very entertaining fight. Back and forth action. Both guys were throwing leather. But Resendez was coming down from 168. Even though he was a smaller fighter and didn't have the longer reach, he was coming down from 168 pounds. And he was not backing down to anything Hurd was doing. As a matter of fact, he was the guy in the fight, pushing the fight, making the fight go. Hurd landed some big shots. No doubt. But Resendez, he just kept it coming. He just was not going to be denied, was not going to stop. And he forced his will so much that he bust Jarrett Hurd's lip and left a laceration inside of his lip to where the doctor called the fight off in the 10th and final round, determining that Jarrett Hurd could no longer continue. So Jarrett Hurd, off a long layoff, gets a loss. Now, the reason I'm making this video and the question that I'm posing to you guys, and you guys can leave me a comment down under the video, is Jarrett Hurd done? Have we seen the best of Jarrett Hurd? Can he ever recapture a world title? I've seen a lot of people on social media writing the headline, "Oh, Jarrett Hurd is done. Oh, Jarrett Hurd would never be the same. Oh, Jarrett Hurd. I have. You've seen it too. But I'm here to say, let's pump the brakes a little bit. Let's pump the brakes a little bit about saying Jarrett Hurd is fit. I don't think he's done. And I'm going to give you my reasoning why. Now, if you guys remember, we seen Jarrett Hurd capture his first world title against the likes of Tony Harrison. He was able to stop Tony Harrison, actually, and he won that fight by knockout. And I believe what round did he knock out Tony Harrison? But anyway, he stopped Tony Harrison, and we seen the emergence of a damn good fighter. Somebody that we looked at like, okay, he could be a player at 154 pounds. And indeed he was. Now we've seen what Tony Harrison has done since then, captured a world title, got a big fight coming up this weekend versus Tim Tszyu. Best of luck to him. I'm riding with him. But Jarrett Hurd was able to beat Tony Harrison. Was able to do it. Capture his first world title. Then did Jarrett Hurd rest on what he accomplished? Did he say, you know what? I'm good. I'm a world champion. No. He went into a fight with one of the most avoided 154 pounders out there, Eris Landy Lara. Now he's at 160 right now, but at the time, he was one of the most avoided fighters. You see how he had to talk to get the Canelo fight? Showed up at Canelo's press conference and forced him to fight him. Jarrett Hurd did it voluntarily. Jarrett Hurd said, you know what? I want to unify. I want to be great. I want to chase greatness. And that's what the sport is all about. Seeing if you can overcome the odds, overcome the critics, overcoming everybody saying that you're not going to win. Going into that fight, wasn't a whole lot of people picking Jarrett Hurd. Wasn't a whole lot of people picking Jarrett Hurd. A lot of folks were leaning towards Eris Landy Lara. And the fight lived up to the billing. It was the fight of the year in 2018. Great fight. Great fight. Jarrett Hurd, Laura back and forth slugfest. Jarrett Hurd was able to drop Laura, and I believe he dropped him. I believe he dropped him in the 12th round. Yeah, he dropped him in the 12th round. Man, and if you guys go back to that, man, if you guys go back and rewatch that fight, that is an all-time great fight, man. Those guys went at it. We seen Jarrett Hurd do that. We seen him beat somebody in the father odds, a Cuban boxer, somebody who was groomed to do this. Lara been boxing since he was a youngin. He know what he doing in the ring. And Jarrett Hurd was able to get a majority decision against Aries Lundy Lara. That mean to me, that probably was the highlight of his career, showing people that he could go out there and impose his will on anybody that he wanted to at 160, that he got in the ring with. And that's what he did. Then we come to the adversity. Then we speak on the adversity. He was going back to his hometown, having a fight in his hometown. When you see him walk out, if you go back and watch the walkout for the Williams fight, Julian Williams, you see him tapping people in the stands. You see him bapping, yeah, yeah, yeah. He was comfortable. To me, going into that fight, when I saw that, I said, man, he a little bit too loose. He a little bit too comfortable out here. Julian Williams hungry. He hungry. When he lost to Charlo, it stays with me to this day. Julian Williams said when he lost to Charlo, I'm still a world champion. I'm still a world champion. It just wasn't my time today. And he got an opportunity to show the world why he felt that way. And man, Julian Williams did a number on Jarrett Swift Hurd. Jesus, oh my man, had the whole crowd silent. Whooped the man ass in his hometown. Did him dirty. Knocked the sweat off his Odell Beckham. Yes, sir. Julian Williams wasn't playing. And Julian Williams was able to take both of those belts that Hurd had won from the Harrison fight, that Hurd had won from the Laura fight, and Julian Williams took those belts from him. And that's when we started to see the decline of Jarrett Hurd. That's when we started to see, oh, okay, maybe he's not as good as we think he is. But I'm saying, hold on. I know he lost to Julian Williams, and maybe that was a wake up call. But honestly, I just think, to me, honestly, I think he was a little bit too comfortable being a hometown fight, first time, yada yada. So as you can see, lost to Williams in 2019. Came back the following year and fought Francisco Santana. That's when I believe he got with K Karoma. I believe. Then he fought Luis Aries about what? What is that? That's about 17 months later. So from 2020 to 2021, he had a 17-month layoff. 17-month layoff. And Luis Aries came to fight. Luis Aries came to fight. And I believe he was a little bit active that year. Cause I believe no, he wasn't active. Luis Aries was coming off a 2-year layoff, a loss to Luke Keeler. Luke Keeler. Luke Keeler not that good. Just being real with you guys. So Luis Aries came to fight and won a split decision. 95, 94, 93, 97, 93, 96. All, well, two in favor of Luis Aries, one in favor of Jarrett Hurd. Then we seen another layoff. 2 years. Well, almost 2 years. It's 21 months. 21 months between the Aries and Resendez fight. Now, a lot of things happen during this time. And what I always say, man, is a layoff is never good for boxers. It's never good. But I can understand why during this time Jarrett Hurd took that long layoff. He lost his father. He lost his father in, I believe, December of that year, and maybe he just wasn't all the way right. He just wasn't all the way back. He just wasn't all the way recovered from losing his father after he lost the Luis Aries fight. That's why he had 21 months off. And I really think, man, ring rust played a big part in the fight going the way it went Saturday night. Now, I'm here to say, man, let's see him. Let's see him in the ring with somebody else who's on that level. Maybe we can get the winner of Lubin to fight Swift Hurd. You know what I'm saying? Like we have to see at least one more fight within a year. You can't be out of the ring for over a year and expect Jarrett Hurd to be victorious. It's just not going to work out that way. It's just not. Ring rust and boxers do not mix. Layoff and boxers do not mix. That's why I never want to see a boxer have a long layoff, because that's one thing that you cannot survive in this sport. You have to be active. You have to be in front of those bright lights. You have to be in front of those fans. You have to be out displaying your talent to the world. You can't have these long layoffs. And I think if Jarrett Hurd was able to stay active, I believe he could possibly get to another world title shot. Now, if he wins that, that's totally up to him. He's at 160 now, not at 154. So the guys are bigger. So his style may not be able from impose that wheel at 154. That may not be able to translate. And as of yet, we have not seen it translate. Luis Aries beat him. Now Resendez beat him. So maybe he has to, and he had a good jab. He had a good jab. Resendez was just not, he wasn't having it. Resendez came to fight, man. And I want to see that guy again. I want to see Resendez again. And I also want to see Jarrett Hurd again. I'm not going to write Jarrett Hurd off. And honestly, you can write people off all you want. You can say they're done, they it's over for them, they should just hang it up. You can write people off all you want. In the famous words of Geno Smith, it's up to them if they write back. Until next time, I'm out this thing. Yes, sir. And do all that YouTube shit, man. Smash that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. Comment, like, and everything. I'm out.
Sometimes you gotta give people their